Hello, welcome back to another IEM tier list. As you can see, we have quite a different format today. Instead of the usual A tier, S tier, B tier, C tier list, I decided to do a different format based on how long I think an IEM will last in the market. How long are people going to continue to talk about this IEM? Alright, as you can see here at the very top, we have Hall of Fame. These are IEMs that are still talked about today, and I can still see it being talked about at least 1.5 years to 2 years in the future. All right, down the line we have 1 year, and then 3 months, and then dead basically means there's already something else better in the market, either around the same price or cheaper. So dead on arrival basically. And in this video I limited the price range to only include IEMs from $150 to $250. In the future we'll expand upon this list and add a lot more IEMs, but I just wanted to test out this concept, hence the small selection. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. I'm just gonna grab one at random here. Let's start off with the BQEYZ Winter. Now there's already a Winter Ultra that's out, and I think the consensus on that one is that the Ultra is better. It's only slightly bit more expensive as well, at I think $259 instead of $239 here. So I think the Winter is pretty dead. Yeah, since something else already came out to replace it. And to be honest, it wasn't really that popular to begin with anyways. It was popular in certain pockets of the community, but not really widely accepted. I don't really like it myself either. And next one is the Elixir, Thieaudio's Elixir. This one was sorta hyped for a while. There's still actually some people talking about it. It's still decent for me. I don't think it lasts longer than 3 months though. So many new IEMs comes out nowadays that I think puts the Elixir on the you only buy it if you like how it looks list kind of thing. Next is the Performer 5. Now this one I really like, and I think it's still highly relevant. Like when the Performer 8 came out, a lot of people compare Performer 5 to Performer 8. When any new IEMs comes out at around $200, it gets compared to Aful Performer 5. So I think this one, is it Hall of Fame? Is it gonna be around for at least another 2 years? That's really hard to say, but I'm confident to say it's at least 1 more year that we're gonna have Performer 5 at the top of the food chain in this price bracket. Next is the QoA Aviation. This one is decent, sadly not that special. Many IEMs beat it right away, so I'm gonna say it's kind of dead on arrival. Next one, Dunu Falcon Ultra. This one has high potential of standing the test of time because it is unique in its own way. I can't even think of an IEM that competes with this one tuning wise. If you want something that's warm, you basically think about this, or within this price range at least. So I would say at least 1 more year of Dunu Falcon Ultra. FiiO FH15, dead on arrival. I don't think anyone liked that one besides the people who already like FiiO, but you know, even in that crowd, I think it's already dead. I don't see anyone talking about this IEM at all. The Heyday is good. It was great for its time. I think it has at least 1 more year in its belt, and after that it's gonna slowly fade away because again, the IEM market just moves so fast. There are very few IEMs, if any. I don't know if there's any IEMs that's gonna last over a year. It's a very tough thing. I'm trying to look back now at 2 years ago what IEM was released, so back in 2021, that's still relevant today within the price bracket that it was at. Maybe Etymotics. Yeah, Etymotics still around, super popular, but a lot of the other ones are dead now. Like it's just so rare to see that. Next one is IE200. I think this is at least 1 more year because it's just that good. For $150, it is a steal, and it's of course it's Sennheiser, so the fact that it is a huge brand also plays a role in how long it's gonna stay in conversations, right? So 1 more year for this, I also personally think is fantastic. The Kara is great, really good. Doesn't get a lot of traction in comparison to a lot of the other $200 IEMs. I think it's fine though, but I don't think it hits the year mark. I think it's three months at the very least. The Kato. Now the Kato is super interesting because it has been around for over a year, but the next year, I don't think so, because we have the Aria 2 now, which for me replaces the Kato completely, but I don't think it's quite dead yet. There are still some people talking about the Kato and want the Kato, so I'm gonna give it just 3 months. but it's gonna die really soon once people start to catch up that Aria 2 is basically just as good, like 95% just as good. So the next one I'll do the Timeless. Oh yeah, this one was hyped a long time ago. It's pretty much dead now. No one talks about the Timeless really anymore. A lot of people talk about Timeless 2. They want to compare to Timeless 1, but that's the only like little bit of hump of hype that it got. Too many new planars came out that kind of knocked this one off the market. Speaking of planars, we have another one, Hook-X by Raptgo. I would say it is dead as well. The last time I saw someone type the name Hook-X in any of the community was like, I don't even remember. Probably before I moved to Japan. It's very long ago. And you know what? You know what? I changed my mind about the Elixir. I think I'm gonna move it down. Yeah, it's dead now. I think in comparison to the Kato and the Kara, the Elixir barely gets talked about. Next one is the Yume Ultra. This one has some flaws. It's decent, but it's not enough to compete with like Kato and Kara, in my personal opinion. And the community seems to agree. So not a lot of talks around this one as well. It's pretty much dead. Next one, P1 Max. I didn't remember that P1 Max existed until I started doing more research for this video. Very dead. Dunu Talos. Oh, where would I put this? I don't see a lot of hypes about it. I still think it's a decent planar. It's not really mind-blowing, but since it's ranked kind of highly on Crin's ranking list, maybe it has like some extra longevity above these other ones. So I will give it 3 months. It's like a benefit of the doubt 3 months. Next planar is the Z12 by Letshuoers, and by extension also the S12 Pro, because I feel like they're similar. These ones they're still talked about because the S12 is still so popular, but I think majority of people who like the S12 just go for the S12, not really for the Z12 or the S12 Pro. Is it dead? Probably not, because it has like SeeAudios attached to the name, so it's going to be talked about for quite some time, but I think 3 months is definitely not a year. Next is Yume 2. Now this one is odd because I think it's good, but at the same time it seems like the brand is fading this one out. Like I see it being sold in less and less places, so sadly this might just be discontinued soon. I don't think it's in the same hype tier as these IEMs up here, but at least 3 more months and maybe the brand axes this one themselves. But yeah, it's good. I like it slightly bit less than the Aful Performer 5. Next we have the Kiwiears Orchestra Lite, at least another 3 months. It's a decent IEM, sounds a little bit too safe for me, and I think that's why people kind of faded away from talking about this one, is because it is just kind of boring. In contrast, the Quintet might last over a year because a lot of people like this one. I get questions about this one nearly every day still. So Quintet, 1 year at least for me, unless like Kiwiears release some other really good ones to try to replace that. But I think it lasts just about a year. The Nova, the Truthears Nova. Where do I put this? Not dead, not 3 months. It's either 1 year or Hall of Fame. And to be honest, I think it's gonna be a year. And the reason I say a year is not because this is bad, it's really good. And being able to last 1 year for me is already the top few percentage of IEMs ever released. The reason I say it's only gonna last a year is because brands now know how to tune, and tuning like this is no longer like a hard task for a brand to achieve. It's only a matter of like time. Maybe it's only even gonna last 3 months, you know, because brands gonna make more of these tunings in the future, and maybe there are better options at cheaper prices than the Nova for a tuning like this. Again, could be 3 months, could be a year, but I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt that it's gonna last for at least 1 year. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna put it down to 3 months. Now that I think about it, it's there's gonna be more of this tuning very, 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 very soon. So, but yes, that is the end of the list. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this list in the comment section below. Should I add more to this, the $50 stuff, the $100 stuff? And maybe over the years, we can revisit this and make adjustments. Maybe it's like a long-term tier list for us, guys. It'll be the first ever long-term tier list. That's quite exciting. We could build this together. I can add some more expensive stuff. You guys can give me suggestions in the comments on what to add in the next videos. It could be like our little project. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye.